Hello, I am Kryptonite with Evelyn 11 cards, and today I'm going to be showing you all my favorite, actually my top 10 breakers of sports cards. During the summer, I had some time to be doing some breaks on eBay, and I did a lot of breaks with a lot of different breakers, and I noticed that some are better than others, of course. And so today I want to show you my favorite ones so that when you go on eBay, if you're interested in a break, you'll know what you're getting yourself into, and you can see what I recommend over ones that might not make the list. Alright, at number 10, Clutch Collectors. I broke with this guy once or twice. I like the way he does things certain ways. There's pros and cons. So he has a very professional layout, I gotta say. He's got the multiple camera angles, 3 actually, which is 1 more than anybody usually has. So he's got that going for him. Nice clear camera view. You can see the cards quite nicely, and he does things in a professional manner. I'd say everybody on this list does things in a professional way where you know they're going to open the cards, take good care of them, and you're going to get your cards safely. So that goes for everybody. Other than that, I wouldn't say he's very exciting to listen to. I mean, not everybody's got that charismaticness to him. Not that he's super boring, but he's alright. So he made the list, number 10, Clutch Collectors. So you could see him opening up some Select right here, Select football, and he does multiple sports. A lot of the breakers on this list do multiple sports, including basketball, baseball, football, and some of them actually do other ones like soccer, UFC. I'm not into soccer. I have been recently getting into UFC, and I will show some breakers that do UFC. So that will be coming up. Next, number 9, Pastime Breaks. I really like the way he's got all the names on the right here. It's pretty cool. It's all like color coded. You can easily see what team you have in the break at any given moment, which I think is something that a lot of breakers overlook. People want to know, am I in this break? Because I've made that mistake before where I'm watching a break thinking I'm in it, and it was actually not my break. So I'm getting excited about cards like this Precious Achua here, this silver. I'd be like, all right! And then I'd be like, oh wait, that's not even my card. Dang, what am I doing here? But definitely been picking up as many Precious Achua cards as I can. If you've seen my Precious Achua rookie card collection video, I've been progressively getting more after that video was made, including a lot of select cards like the one you see in this video. I do have that one. So Pastime Breaks, they do a good job, pronounces all the names efficiently. You'll have a good time with Pastime Breaks. They make number 9 on my list, so check him out. He's worth checking out. Does things in a professional way. You won't be dissatisfied. But there are 8 others that I think are a little bit better than this guy. But you can't go wrong with Pastime Breaks. So props to him and his team there. Again, not the most charismatic, I gotta say. He's a little boring. But not everybody's got that entertaining way of presenting cards, and it gets boring after a while, I think, for some of these people that are doing breaks day after day, hour after hour. It can get very exhausting, so it's hard to put on all that pizzazz and be like, all right, and be excited for everybody, because I can imagine it gets old real quick. Yeah, all right, so we're on to the next one. Number 7, EM Breaks, or M Breaks. Never really figured out exactly how you pronounce this guy's break channel, but he does a good job. And if you notice here, one real cool thing is he's got his display all in Legos. So if you're looking for some kind of weird themed way of doing brakes, you can do EM brakes with Legos. Even the card holders are made out of Legos. I think that's a real nice touch. And again, you'll find all the different sports that you like. They're relatively small brakes. I'd say all the ones that I showed on this list so far are people that do pretty small brakes. Nothing too big. Not that there's anything wrong with that. And so here's opening up some Chronicles. Pulled a nice Kobe White rookie. I've been a sucker for Chronicles, pulling all the rookies, looking for Tyler Hero rookies. And he's been fire as of late for the start of the 2021 season. And I've been enjoying my collection of Tyler Hero cards. Another video I made is my Tyler Hero rookie card collection. Check that one out. Awesome. So pulling some other rookies here. Got Recon, which actually came out standalone set this year. Recon, which looks pretty nice. I've seen some of the cards coming out of it. I ain't mad. It's pretty cool. I do like the Recon cards out of Chronicles, so I guess people liked them enough to where they get their own set now. Number 7, appropriately, North of 7. Professional, not annoying. I find that some breakers can be kind of annoying. I don't know whether it's their mouth breathers or there's anything wrong. It's just kind of annoying. You don't want to hear the guy breathe while he's doing the breaks. Like, or they're taking forever to open the packs. Like, unfortunately, he's kind of having a little trouble with these packs, but they're a little bendy with the acetate, so he didn't really know what he's getting himself into. Here we have him pulling a Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero. Got to represent Miami. I like this clearly Donruss that he's opening up. This was a break that I participated in with him, I think. I just had Precious Achua as a player, so I didn't have the team Miami. That wasn't the way he did it. So a lot of people just do teams for their breaks, but you'll find some breakers, especially if it's a large break, they'll do it by the player. And this wasn't that particularly large. I think it's a half case of clearly Donruss or a full case, something like that. And so to just get Precious Achua, it's like, It's like when I see all these other Heat players, I'm like, man, I should have that. But it's like, do I really want those? Like, they look cool, but it's all about the rookie cards. And so hopefully Achua will be something to be desired in the future. And really hoping so. He did have a really monster game early in the season here where he had 15 points, 15 rebounds. I mean, monster as far as probably the best game that he's had so far. But he's really getting a chance there in Toronto, so I think that potentially he could do even better than that. So we'll see. And so, North of 7, number 7, they make the list. I like them. Maybe it's because of my fondness for the number 7, but I don't see anything wrong with them. Again, not the most entertaining, but as far as I'm concerned, does everything right. And it's got 2 different camera angles, and can't go wrong with North of 7 as far as I've seen. And everybody else on this list, they have something to offer. So you've seen a little bit of differences between the ones that I've showed you so far, but if I was to really think about it at first, a lot of them are kind of interchangeable for these last 4 spots. I think that they're good enough to be in a top 10, but I mean, if you want to make a case for any of the ones that I've said so far being in any particular other spot, I guess you could do that. Alright, so we're moving on to one that I think is a lot better now for one reason. A lot more entertaining. This guy's got so much energy. If you want to be entertained while the guy's opening up your cards, buzzer breaks. At number 6, lots of energy, and like I said, for everybody on this list, they do a professional job opening up the cards and getting to you safely, delivered properly, fast shipping and all that good stuff. Buzzer breaks, they're exciting, a little over the top sometimes, really. I mean, I was watching one break that I was participating in, and it was like, another LaMelo, oh my god. It's just like, I felt like I was watching like professional wrestling or something, the way he announces. But if you get a chance to get into a buzzer breaks break, do it. Do it now. It's worth it. Better than the ones that I've said on this video so far. And also note that on the right, just like one of the breakers, I think it was Pastime Breaks, has the names on the side. I really like that touch. So, entertaining. Check out Buzzer Breaks. It's worth it. He's good. I like him. Buzz buzz. Okay, so next, what could be better than Buzzer Breaks? Oh, it's going to be tough to top Buzzer Breaks because he's exciting. I think the only thing that if I was to think about a negative for Buzzer Breaks, it can be just a little much over an extended period of time. So it kind of just depends on your what you like to listen to. If you want to hear him really getting excited, he'll be the right one for you. But if that's not your thing, then you might want to pass on Buzzer Breaks. If you're like, just tell me who the cards are, I'll get excited. I don't need you to get excited. Alright, so next, number 5, Polk County Breaks. I like Polk County Box Breaks. I gotta get it right. All the way straight out of Polk County. This guy. Something about Polk County Box Breaks where he wears gloves. He doesn't have a lot of razzle dazzle. It's just really clean, nice. Pronounces the names correctly. Here he pulled a real nice LaMelo Ball shimmer. So it's kind of on the opposite end of getting all excited. I mean, he will get excited. Don't get me wrong. Most of these people will when they pull something nice. Not like Buzzer Breaks. I think that he's kind of like takes that prize as far as like, exciting. But Polk County Box Breaks. If you get in a break with this gentleman and their operation, you won't be disappointed. They do a great job. Handles the cards very nicely. Right there in the top loader. He'll take good care of your cards. You can rest assured that everything will be done the correct way. And I just got to put them on the list. I mean, they're worth checking out. They're worth checking out. So, Polk County Box Breaks. There's just something about them where here they are. I think it. You know what I think it is? It's I had some good customer service experience with them. Like it just seemed really like they really care. I think that that's the thing that sets them apart from others. All right, next we're getting into some of the big boys. The reason why these number 4 we have on the list, Two Bros Sports Collectibles. This is where the big boys separate themselves from the small operations. You'll find a lot bigger breaks starting from 4 to 1 here. And you got the 2 different camera angles right here. I think that if you're wanting to really get serious about a box break, this is where you might want to start. You might want to start with this guy or these guys, these bros. Here he's opening up some of the newer product that just came out, UFC Chronicles, which I think is really neat to see all these UFC fighters and all these different brands that, like, whoa, it's just kind of like an overload. Because after collecting Chronicles from last year in 2019 and getting more familiar with all these weird brands that come all together in this one collective package, it's interesting seeing the fighters on all these brands now. It's like, wow, okay, you got a Boss Rutan autograph. And, I mean, it's cool. You get a lot of these numbered cards. I mean, if you really like a particular fighter, this would be a brand to go for to get them on the cheap. Because, like, here's a Stipe out of 10. I mean, I'm sure that's not that expensive, relatively speaking, compared to Select and Prism, but I'm not here to talk about that. Two Rows Sports Collectibles will have big breaks done right if you want that. And he's professional. I mean, they're all professional, right? I think that he gets to this spot because it's a bigger operation. Next, here we got, wow, look at these graphics. I think that he's probably got the best graphics. Number 3, Break Traders. Number 3, look at those. You got the fireworks, LaMelo, and he gets excited too. So, man, I mean, arguably, Break Traders could be my number 1. That's how good Break Traders are. It's just like, wow, you do a break with Break Traders and you're like, oh shit, this guy knows what he's doing. It's just like he's really got it dialed in as far as doing everything so well. He makes everybody else look pretty bad, I gotta say. With his presentation, it's so well done. He's got all these graphics and stuff and sound effects, and he gets excited for you, pronounces the names correctly. I gotta say how much of a pet peeve it is to do a break and they cannot pronounce the names correctly for a lot of the names. I can understand 1 or 2, but it's like you can really tell when they don't know anything about the sport and they're just trying their best to work with what they got, and they just don't know what they're talking about, and it's pretty easy. You got to listen to an announcer speak the names, and so that really tells you that they pay attention to the sport beyond just opening up cards for your enjoyment and the whole transaction of it. So you can tell the true people from the not so true. But anyways, back to Break Traders. Look at all this. He's got the thing, it's scrolling on the side. Oh my god, that's so cool. He's got his next ones coming up there on the bottom scrolling. Oh my, it's like an overload. It's like I'm watching ESPN, but it's for breaks. So Break Traders, get into a Break Traders break and you'll be like, damn, wow, this is really good. I mean, it's really good. You will like Break Traders. Try Break Traders. Next, number 2. He is super funny. If you want to be entertained, like beyond what the cards are, like, yeah, it's one thing if you could just pump up the card. Wow, look at this card and this card. But this guy, it's like he's a comedian, I swear. He's made me laugh so many times. This guy is great, and he does a good job. He's got the different camera. Well, he's got himself, and then he's got the overhead view right here. Then he's got his next breaks coming up there in the corner, and he is kind of different from the other breakers where he does his breaks on Twitch. Normally a lot of these breakers do their breaks on YouTube, but not this guy. Okay. The guy's name is Desty, and like I said, he's on Twitch, and like the name implies, Krabby Cards, you think, oh, this guy's like a jerk, right? He kind of comes off like a little like standoffish, but that's what's funny. That's the brilliance in this guy's humor, is that he's I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like the opposite of getting excited for you. It's like he's always got something to complain about, but he does it in a really funny way where it's not like he's whining. It's just like, it's comedy. I don't know, you gotta try it out. I guess it's not for everybody, but he does a lot of giveaways. I gotta say that he is the king of giveaways as far as I'm concerned, because he's always giving away stuff. And in the breaks that I've done with them, this break number 50 that he did a bunch of giveaways, because 50, it's like big number, I guess, for your breaks. And so he wanted to go big, and even the ones before this he would do giveaways, but for this one he did like so many. And I was fortunate enough to be a winner for a lot of the different giveaways. You're not just limited to just one win if he's doing a giveaway. He does so many. And I gotta say, he's just really generous, even though he comes across as being like, not so nice. But it's an act. He's being funny. So check him out. Like I said, he might not be for you, but anyways. Before we get to number 1, I got one honorable mention right here. It didn't quite make the list, but I gotta mention kids versus dads breaks. Really cute if for some reason you want to hear, I don't know, maybe you want to collect with your children, maybe you're a parent and you want to get your kids into it. This might be a way, you might find this entertaining for you and your children if they want to collect cards, because this guy's got his children involved in the operation, which makes it kind of cute. And it's a nice novelty, I guess you'd say. And I enjoyed my break with kids versus dads breaks. I just thought it was kind of cute and funny and like, oh, like, yeah, get the kids involved. I mean, I think it's cool. I mean, maybe some people might be like, oh, he's exploiting his children, but I don't think that way. I think it's cool. I think more children should collect sports cards, and so this might be a way to incentivize them to do it. Okay, here we are. Number 1 for me, AMT memorabilia. The king for me. This guy, it's not just one dude, obviously. It's a big operation. They do really, really big breaks. We're talking like cases or like multiple cases. And so if you want to get a lot of cards in a break, AMT memorabilia, you'll get some huge breaks and feel very satisfied at the end, I would think. Unless you paid a lot for whoever and you didn't get it, there's no guarantees in breaks, obviously. But I'd say it's a lot more risky when you do a small break. Your odds are less likely that you're going to get anything if there's less cards that you're breaking. So with AMT memorabilia, you're getting, like I said, either a case or a full case or something like that. They're huge breaks, long breaks, and it's done so well. Like, because they're so big, he's got to go through the cards really fast. But if you're not messing around and you just want to get in a bunch, like most bang for the buck, I guess you'd say, it's hard to top AMT memorabilia. They're so good. It's like, you might be convinced after doing one break with them that you're like, man, there's no way that anybody could top them, because they're the best. And after, I probably did about 5 or 6 with them at least, and I feel like I was hardly disappointed. You're never going to be always satisfied, but because they're so big, you always feel like, oh, at least I got something. And that's usually the case, is you're gonna, no pun intended, is that you're gonna get some good stuff or some stuff and feel like, at least I got something. I didn't get skunked. I didn't get nothing. And AMT memorabilia, it's just hard to say anything that they do is wrong. Maybe they don't have like, who's doing what, but they do so many breaks, so big, so often. It's like, wow, they work really, really hard. They are on the grind. And check out AMT memorabilia if you get the chance. And anyways, thanks for watching my top 10 breakers, sports card breakers video. I'm glad that you got to the end of the video with me. If you got this far, make sure to do all the things that everybody always tells you to do. Even though I shouldn't even tell you. I don't like saying that. It feels all weird. But anyways, so if you got this far, thanks for watching. Check out more of my videos. Alright. Later. Alright, so number 10, Collector's Corner. Or, God, fucking, I already fucked this shit up.